guys, what's up? Welcome to week 7 of the Axiom Success Challenge. So here we are, just a couple weeks away from closing this thing out. And these last couple weeks, there's a lot going on. A lot of times people try to incorporate, some pretty significant changes and attempts to try and see just some last minute results. And a lot of times what ends up happening is people end up pushing themselves too hard, which could potentially lead to injury or just burnout in general. A lot of times too, when you're lower on calories and you start increasing your exercise significantly, that can have an impact on our immune system, and sometimes people start to get sick as well, which we do not want coming into the final little bit of the challenge. So what I wanted to do today is give you a tool that you can use during your workouts that is going to allow you to increase that intensity without increasing your risk of injury. So this tool is called tempo, and tempo is just simply really controlling the weight that we lift. So this is a way to increase the intensity of your exercise without increasing the amount of weight that you lift. As a matter of fact, you might even have to decrease the amount of weight that you lift. And the benefit to that is that it's a little easier on the joints. It decreases that risk of injury, but you're still getting some significant work and metabolic stress into that muscle, so you can still continue to see the kind of progress that you're looking to see. So let's head out on the workout floor. I'll give you a couple examples to check out. So again, tempo, what is it? Well, it's really slowing down that movement, especially on that negative or eccentric portion. Now that's where the real muscle damage happens. So how do we apply this to exercise? Well, if we're lifting here, the key is to count to about 4 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even take a couple second pause before pressing back up. So this is how we could apply it to a simple chest press. Count in your head or aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Achieve that stress. Pause long enough to stop and then press forward. Let's take a look at another exercise. All right, so here we are working on the guns, and this is one where a lot of people tend to move a little too fast. So same thing applies here, but on this one, we're gonna go ahead and make sure we get a pause at both ends. There's stress on the muscle on both ends here. So as we come up, it's 1 second on the way up, pause for 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause for 1 second, up, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that tempo and that negative portion, that's where the actual damage happens to the muscle. And the more that we can cause that stress to the muscle, the higher the likelihood that we're gonna see that increased muscle tone and definition come through, because we're actually allowing that muscle to break down and then repair, and that's what builds that muscle tone that you're looking for. Let's take a look at one. Okay, and the final one will be a triceps push down. Same principle applies. I just want to give you a couple different examples here. So for this one, it would be push down, pause for 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, press down. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could still do the same amount of sets and reps that you're normally doing, but that tempo is going to make it significantly more challenging, so make sure you adjust the weight accordingly. It's gonna help you control your form and really get the most out of these exercises. So give tempo training a try over these next couple weeks to increase your intensity without increasing your likelihood of injury. We'll see you next week.